To the 2023 TaxAct Clearwater Invitational presented by Evo Shield. You already saw a top 10 matchup on ESPNU this morning, and we've got another one right here with the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Florida State Seminoles set to go. The 2-2 to Johnson. And Johnson pops this one up. Underneath it is Josie Muffley trailing into a little bit of the grass, and one down. Quite a few more returners to Tallahassee. Christina Foreman already making an impact this season, and the grad transfer from Duke is aboard. Even count. Dubois to Halverson. And Halverson lifts this one into left field. Underneath it is Hallie Waycaser, and 1-2 away. Gamble smacks that one along the left side. The 2-out single and a couple aboard for Arkansas. Waiting on that one, great piece of hitting for Casey Hoffman. The gap power shown right there, and two come in to score for Arkansas.
Almost had time to reload. You can see her sinking into that front foot. The adjustment that she makes with this pitch on its way to her. Up in the zone, sinks into the front side, keeps her hands back, and smacks it all the way out to the wall. And how about Hannah Gamble with the wheel scoring all the way from first base.
Rylan Hitchcock. 1-1 count. And she hits it hard, high in the left field, but underneath it, it stays in, is Waycaser to end the inning. So allowed out to end it for the Hogs, but she likes to turn it on, especially when the month of May comes around. Down the right baseline, first baseline. What this version of the Seminoles would be like. Again, still figuring it out, and what a great play at second base for Christina Foreman. Slow to get up. And the walk to Harding. So she trots to first base with 2 away. And that one was smacked hard through the 5-6 hole. Let's take a look at today's performance update. Prepares. You hear the chants as Devin Flaherty smacks that one into left, and the inning is done. A couple of runners left aboard, 1 hit, but nothing pushed across. Arkansas still up after 1.
For the Razorbacks, so it's all just a matter of being able to put those pieces together and who gets hot at the right time.
The 2-2 to Prigge, and she strikes out.
Too, because they're having to adapt because of who they've got on their roster.
The throw high, and so Kramer is aboard safely after the errant throw from Dubois.
And that it reaches the catcher's glove. So you have to anticipate that movement based off of the spin that you're seeing.
Swing through that one into the glove, and
you have in the circle.
After that timeout, and the bunt laid down by Reagan Johnson with 2 outs. So Johnson with the bunt single and keeps the inning going.
Park already today.
She inherits 2 runners, and this one gets past Edenfield. And so now both Arkansas players in. Gets her to strike out, goes down swinging. Put up 2 runs to start off this game, and now Florida State trying to figure Callie Turner out in the circle. She strikes out Katie Dack.
As possible. make sure nobody can see what type of grip she's getting on that pitch.
Great camera work to follow it there, but this one high and tight to Hallie Waycaser, and she's hit by the pitch and goes to first. That one was nasty, and all Muffley could do was look. She was frozen. The pitch. And smacked and roped in the left field. And the 2-out single for the hometown gal. The lefty-lefty matchup, and this one past Hannah Gamble. So now that gives the Seminoles a chance to strike here.
Lefty Mudge, it's a great location.
The walk loads the bases for Florida State, and Mac Leonard
Into Mac Leonard's hands.
Leonard goes down swinging. Callie Turner getting a big strikeout, getting out of the jam, and the hug from her catcher.
After it, great composure for just a freshman in the circle.
Does it again. Back-to-back strikeouts. Third base to catcher. Rolling is McKenna Reed. Trying to strike out the side. And does so.
If the Razorbacks are going to keep chasing at the rise ball up in the...
A strong career. And then really dominated, but how about the big time swing of Kaylee Harding? As you mentioned, clutch. When Florida State needed some momentum at the plate, just dial up number 8, Kaylee Harding.
That is how you execute a game plan. You can see her pointing to her teammates as she rounded third base. Knows that she's going to see a drop ball. This one sails a bit up and inside, and she takes her barrel underneath and drives it a long way. She knew it as soon as that ball left her bat, that there was no chance that ball was staying in the yard. But that's how you set the tone for the rest of your offense. These coaches work on these game plans to go up against these elite pitch full. All of these offenses are.
Just as the temperature's heating up here in Clearwater, so is the play. And Edenfield goes down swinging. For exit in regional play at home as the number 2 seed. However, what she has to rely on is
Year in and year out.
Man, I mean, that was a moonshot, folks. Katie Dack getting all of that. Just in case you were wondering, the home run ball has been the highlight of the day. And that too.
We're just going to keep having to add to that highlight reel of these monster shots off of the bats. Katie Dack turning on this pitch up in the zone again. You can barely see it just flashing across the screen. She hit that one so far. Not only does it bring the momentum back to her team, but it ties up this ball game in the bottom of the third. Who they find?
Right back to Dells, showing nice glove work, and that ends the inning, but not before Florida State ties it up off of a solo shot. Too much to her pitches. Base hit off that 2-2 count for Ryland Hedgecock. Wild pitch gets over the glove, and now Hedgecock at second in scoring position. To many of these young pitchers, and another strikeout. That's the 5th of the day for McKenna Reed. So since she's come back, but I love the excitement and the celebration. Like it feels good. collision in the outfield. And the ball drops Devin Flaherty, and Waycaser collided. And Flaherty still slow to get up from her second base position, and it was a hard contact between the two. Well, charging in was Waycaser, drifting back was Flaherty. And she kept her eyes on the ball, nearly brought it in. It's going to be a result in an error, they say, although it looked like she caught the ball. Half a dozen strikeouts for the freshman, McKenna Reed. Muffley chops it over to third. Prigge throwing, and out number one.
Dug out two to see exactly where they were breaking. Some broke earlier than others.
Gets the hop, Riho, and the shortstop with a 6-3 put out.
And back.
Swing and a miss, going up, chasing that one, and that does it for this inning. 3-2 ball game from
among the softball community, really making a splash in the ACC.
Going up and chasing that one, and right now the Razorbacks hitters cannot.
But they just look so good when they're on their way in there.
You were a green light gal, and that's what Foreman had. She tried to give chase to that one, and McKenna Reed just had. McKenna Reed striking out the side for the second time in this game. And pitches thrown in the Women's College World Series. Chopper over the head, up the middle, and Mac Leonard is aboard with the leadoff single. The All-American, really Gold Glover at third base. She's continuing on with her exploits, taking off, and the pinch runner in the ball game, Amaya Ross, steals second base. So
in the circle, what they need to do just to get the job done. And you're right, Tiffany, they never panic.
Kaylee Harding saying, why panic? Because I can do this. Yes, ma'am. Didn't matter. That Ross moved into scoring position. Kaylee Harding looking over to the dugout, stepping on home. Florida State has their first lead of the day.
To spray the ball all over the field. We saw her pull the ball for a home run earlier in this ball game. This one a bit opposite field. She has so much strength in her lower half, great extension, quick to the ball, and just a pure leader for this Seminoles team.
2 home. 3-1, and ball 4 to Michaela Edenfield. So back-to-back walks given up by Callie Turner. And let's go back to dancing. We try to challenge. Other fields challenge. What's up?
Difference is we're the only ones that know about this
Right.
challenge. The other fields are not aware.
Line drive hit over the third baseman from Katie Dack. That'll score Michaela Edenfield. And put up another run.
Foul territory was going to come back to haunt the Razorbacks, and it's Katie Dack smacking this one down the left field line. For a second, I thought Spencer Prigge was going to be able to catch it, just barely out of her reach.
Next back for the Noles, the left fielder, Hallie
Often playing it down the line. Edenfield showing off the wheels, rounding third, easily able to score.
First pitch swinging from Waycaser, nearly same position. This time, 2 runs come in off the RBI double from Hallie Waycaser.
Looks like a curveball coming out of her hand inside to the righty. And the key with this lefty-righty matchup with that curveball working its way inside is you have to get your barrel out in front of you. That's why we're seeing all these hard hit balls from the righties down that left field line.
The payoff. And Muffley goes down swinging. On Bellevue at second. Ready to take off. The 1-2. And back-to-back strikeouts for the freshman Herring. Mudge sends this one flying to center field and hits the contraption with the camera standing up on it. Kaylee Mudge.
Home run for Kaylee Mudge.
And Florida State pouring it on a couple of two-run.
Mudge knew that she was going to come in there with the upspin. She had seen it on the two previous batters. Takes her barrel to it, doesn't try to chop it down on it, just gets on plane, stays on it for as long as possible, and it drifts over that center field wall to extend the Seminoles' lead. Again, some more of those clutch hits that we've been talking about all day for Florida State. We have seen, just showing us how dynamic she is. She can do it all.
Two-out walk awarded to Mac Leonard. It was Kaylee Harding's home run that gave Florida State the lead this inning.
Where do I pitch her to get her out? They started off this at-bat with on deck, too. You can't pitch around this entire lineup. And I can tell you one thing, I would not be getting anything too much over the heart of that plate.
Doesn't, and back-to-back walks. Excuse me. Big-time softball being played here as slipped over to second base to end the inning. That's a conversation we could have on the other side. Madison, as McGaffin does her job and gets out of the inning and in.
I think can take her to a whole new level this season for the Seminoles.
Tried to backhand it at third base, and Christina Hartley not able to get to it, and Hannah Gamble.
Rotate through the softballs to get one that they like. One of those things where you can't really just deliberately shove it into the dirt and scuff it up.
Hoffman, we talked about the power. She said, I got the power.
Two-run home run for Casey Hoffman.
And that's how you do it. That's how you get back into the ball game.
Thinking about how effortless her power comes to her. It's a drop ball low in the zone, again, anticipating where that pitch is going to end up. Quick down, drops the barrel underneath. And she's another one of those players where the ball just sounds different when it leaves her bat.
Man, this one rocked to center field. First pitch swinging for Ryland Hitchcock, and it's gone. We need a tracker, a ticker as well for the number of home runs hit on this field today just through.
Just hear it again off the bat. That's when you know that you've timed it up perfectly. Cups, water bottles.
Prigge jammed on the inside, and Sandercock fist pump gets the first batter out. And this is just the second game. Like, there's more as Kramer pops out. The shortstop, Muffley.
Blowing pretty good over there.
Riho caught looking, frozen on the inside part of the plate, and Sandercock comes in and does her job.
Next.
Devin Flaherty sends that one into center field, and one down.
You mentioned earlier.
towering fly ball from Dak. And 2 down.
Weekend, so much fun to be a part of.
Bellevue puts it on the ground over to second base, and Foreman flips it over. 3 up, 3 down, and now, or hit.
Ground ball over to Devin Flaherty.
First pitch swinging from Christina Foreman, and 2 down. Against the Knowles ace. Hits that one hard, and a 2-out single. And the Hogs ready to start a rally here. And Gamble smacks it into left center, trying to get to it. Was Bellevue. It goes to the fence, and a stand-up double for Hannah Gamble. And guess what? The tying run coming to the plate. And here we go. Hoffman into left field. Fly ball out, and that ends the ball game. So Sandercock comes in and does what she needs to do. A big embrace after that one, picks up the save. And Florida State with a 9-6 win over the 4th-ranked Razorbacks.
Huge battle, too, by the Seminoles after falling behind 2-0. Fought their way back, showed off that explosive offense.